Well, political theater back on the stage here at Queen's Park today as the new session began in the legislature. And with just 15 months to go before voters head back to the polls, this is also the unofficial start to the election campaign. And the first thing the Liberals have to do is get the hydro file under control.
This is politics at its worst. That's what this Liberal Premier dishes up regularly in this province.
Welcome to the new session of the legislature, which opened to a raucous start as rising hydro rates, the Liberals' Achilles heel, dominated question period.
How can the Premier justify that an individual here has a hydro bill where only $4 is for electricity and $110 in delivery charges? It's out of whack.
Premier Kathleen Wynne tried to quell the opposition with a promise to introduce new legislation by tomorrow to end winter disconnections for people who can't pay their bills if local hydro companies don't agree to stop them by midnight. Some 60,000 families had their electricity disconnected in 2015. But it begs this question to the majority government. Why has it taken so long?
In terms of
This has been a growing crisis. Why has it taken so long to deal with winter disconnections?
We've been asking to have this done since June.
It may be too little too late. The Premier's approval ratings are in the dumpster, but don't count her out just yet. This is a politician who won before against all odds. How are you going to turn this ship around? Because voters are really angry over hydro.
So this is just one thing that we're going to continue to act on.
In other words, the Premier is stacking the deck, trying to pull off another win. Here's how. She threw Toronto Mayor John Tory under the bus when she refused to support tolling the Gardiner and DVP, knowing it would alienate 905 voters.
Just the contour lines, the outside.
And she's offered teachers a 2-year contract extension with a 4% raise, avoiding this.
Let teachers teach! Let teachers teach!
Which is never a good optic before an election. And back to hydro, she's promising to reduce bills even further. The opposition smells blood and will continue hammering the Liberals on their weak spot. But as for how they would reduce hydro bills, well, they don't have the answer right now either. How would you bring rising hydro prices down?
We're in fact working on that very issue.
What's your party's solution to rising hydro rates?
Well, we're in the process of devising our policy right now.
Now, before the session opened this morning, the Liberals tried to set the tone in a positive light, with the finance minister announcing the budget deficit is now expected to be $1.9 billion. That's the lowest it would be in 9 years. And he also stated he's going to be able to balance the books in the spring budget, which was a key Liberal election promise.